Welcome to the Simpler Business Podcast, where we talk about ways to do what you love and serve your people in a way that brings you income and freedom. I'm your host, Marissa Roberts. Join me as I chat with my favorite entrepreneurs about how they simplify their biz so that you can simplify yours. Welcome back to the show. I hope you've had a fantastic week and are ready to jump into another bite-sized tip on how to simplify your business. If you're new to the show and you haven't had a chance to check out our Season 1 launch series, you will love the Alana Nixon episode about simplifying podcasting. Alana is one of the hosts of the oversubscribed podcast where she and co-host Laura Jekyll bring you a weekly hit of the topics that are important to women with a bit of fun on the side. Alana came onto the show for a chat about how she and Laura got started in podcasting, how they plan out their episodes to balance the workload between them, and a little about their simple approach to guest outreach and obtaining sponsorships for their podcast. It was a really valuable discussion, and if you have ever thought about starting your own podcast or growing a podcast that you already have, this episode is so helpful for you. Go ahead and check it out, Season 1, Episode 3. And let's jump into our bite-sized Simplify Your Business tip for this week. Becoming an entrepreneur is exciting. You're moving away from the pack, the rat race, you're starting out on your own, you're going to change the world one person at a time, and you are finally free of the 9 to 5. Except now you're working 18 hours a day instead of 8, trying to make enough money just to pay your expenses, comparing yourself to other more successful entrepreneurs, and wondering how they make it look so easy when you've never worked so hard for so little. If you have been feeling this way, especially this year, don't worry. It gets easier as you go along. And I'm going to share a few small things that you can do as an entrepreneur that make a huge difference in your results, your lifestyle, and your profits. Number 1 is the right pricing. Don't price your services based on what you think people will pay. Don't price your services based on how long it takes you to do the job. I've seen the same thing sold successfully via a cheat sheet for $7, an ebook for $27, an online program for $497, a VIP day for $1,500, anywhere up to $50,000. It all comes down to how much your product or your service can actually help someone. Will your product or service save people time or money in the long run? Will it make their life easier? Will it help them make back the money that they invest with you in some way? Charge based on the benefit and the transformation and the outcome that your product or service is going to provide. And if you're worried about whether people can pay your price, then offer different tiers and delivery methods like the ones I mentioned earlier, and let them choose which one fits best with their needs. Number 2 is tools that support you. Systems will free you up to work in your zone of genius and focus on doing what you love. This is where templates and checklists and processes to follow, systems and software and outsourcing and delegating become a very important part of your business. If you take advantage of those things, you'll grow faster than you can imagine, and you won't burn out on the way. The third is a strong positive mindset. I know this sounds a little bit woo-woo, and it can feel a bit silly at first, but trust me, it's a game changer. Mindset is the key to making better decisions, being more productive, finding more balance, and converting more sales. When you think you can do something, you're more likely to take action and do it. When you do it, you start to get results. When you start to get results, you begin to see a pattern of what is actually working. And when you see a pattern, that's when all you need to do is repeat it over and over again for better results and scaling. Consistent action helps you achieve your goals. Positive mindset helps you achieve consistent action. I hope you found those tips valuable, and I'd love to know your thoughts and experiences as well. Head on over to our Instagram or Facebook page and let me know. Tune in again this time next week for another bite-sized tip on how to simplify your business and lighten your workload while you grow it for more income and more freedom. See you then. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Simpler Business Podcast. If you did, please subscribe, rate, and review us on Apple Podcasts. There's a link in the show notes to make it nice and easy for you, just the way we like it. If you're ready to simplify and scale your business, you can get started with my free audio class at marissaroberts.com. See you next time.